Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we finally unlocked the new Tier 8 campaign ship, the Kronshtadt. This is the Russian equivalent to the Alaska. Slightly less than the Stalingrad. But very, very similar in terms. I actually, so far, have only played one game, and you guys are going to see that. This is going to be a little different than your standard meet, because you're going to have live reactions to the ship, because I just happened to unlock this on stream, and I wanted to play it right away. We got us a pretty solid game against, some good opponents and stuff. You get to see the strengths, the weaknesses of the ship. So highly recommend you guys stick around for that. But we are going to go over the build up here, just so you guys can see what we got. So first off, we're using Nikolai Kuznetsov. We have Charles Madden and Francesco Membelli as our inspirations. We are also running Beyond Range, Intuitive, Punch Through, and Fixated with the fully packed consumable. Okay. For equipment, we are running Aiming Systems Mod 1, we're running Propulsion Mod, and we're running Steering Gears Mod 3, and we're running Main Battery Mod 3. Now, the reason I chose Steering Gears here and Propulsion Mod, this is going to allow us to juke people if we need to. And so, like, that's where the thought process was. This is a battle cruiser. You're going to be spotted a lot, so concealment isn't necessarily top of your priority here. So that's why I went with that. And then, of course, main battery to get faster reload. We do get 3 radars, which are long-range Russian radars, but they are short duration, 21 seconds. 3 heals, 4 catapult fighters, obviously. No boosters are being ran. We are running the the alpha tester flag, and we are running Type 9 permanent camo that you get when you get the ship. Now, keep in mind, I did not speed up this campaign. I simply bought the Admiralty backing and went through the campaign as you would, and that allowed me to get the ship for 2,500 doubloons. So for that, I definitely recommend it. Again, I always said the campaigns, if you spend the 2,500 doubloons for the campaign, that is the best way to spend your money in World of Warships Legends. If you're going to spend it, that is the best, because you're going to get premium time, you're going to get crates, you're going to get all kinds of boosters, you're going to get the ship at the end of it. Like, it's very, very easy to get through these campaigns. I have not played that much this month, and I still managed to unlock this thing by the end of the month. So keep that in mind. Survivability, 71,050 hit points seems pretty good. I mean, that's battleship type of freaking survivability. I mean, think about it. Like, that's right there with, like, Iowa. I think Iowa has 72,000 hit points. So, like, 71,050 hit points, that's pretty solid. 25% torpedo damage reduction. Again, really solid for a cruiser. That's right there with Iowa as well. For artillery, you got 305mm 54 caliber Mark 15 guns, which are very, very nice so far. At least they have been for me in the first match. 18.5 kilometer firing range with a reload of just 14.9 seconds, which seems a little fast for me. Remember, this is a Tier 8. Alaska reloads slower than this, I think. Let me try to pull that up real quick. I don't want to talk out my butt here. Let's have the cruisers on. Let's have this on and have this on. And have this on. Okay, so for Stalingrad, it reloads in 16.2. So yeah, this thing reloads faster than Stalingrad. Stalingrad has 61 caliber main guns, though. So it's not quite Stalingrad level of penetration and shell velocity, but Alaska, yeah, it reloads faster than Alaska, too. That's what I'm saying. Like, this thing reloads really, really quickly. What's the other one? Let's look at Azuma. I know Azuma has a long reload in comparison. Yeah, it's 20.4 seconds. Azuma has a really slow reload, but it's a Tier 7 as well. But we all know how good the Azuma is now, even with a longer reload. So this thing's actually not that bad. I'm actually kind of, okay with it. I'm not saying it's the greatest ship ever, but it's not as bad as I've heard people talking about it. Like, I was expecting this thing to be dog water because I hear everybody talking about it, and it's not. It's not at all. But yeah, anyway, 180 degree turn time, 38.5 seconds. That's not good. The traverse on this thing, not good at all. And that's with running Charles Madden on there, giving us a little bit of a boost to our turn time. HE shell maximum damage 4,200 with a 24% chance to set fires. I don't think you're going to be needing to shoot a lot of HE out of this thing, but you have it if you need it. AP shell maximum damage is 9,900, so that's actually pretty solid for a cruiser. Secondary armament is, you get 8 of them. Of the 100 millimeter 56 caliber MZ16s, you get 8 of those, reaching out to 5.2 kilometers, reloading in 3.8 seconds. They fire HE for 1,400 maximum damage and a 6% chance to set fires. For the other secondaries, you have 152 millimeter 57 caliber Mark 17s. You get 8 of those as well, reaching out to 5.2 kilometers, reloading in 8 seconds, with a maximum damage of 2,200 and a 12% chance to set fires on that. Okay, AA defense. You have 12.7 millimeter Dushkums. You get 12 of those doing 31 damage per second, but they don't start until you're 1.2 kilometers. So those are like last resorts. 37 millimeter 46Ks. You get 28 of those doing 85 damage per second. But again, short range, 3.5 kilometer firing range on those. So again, you're not going to notice being able to shred planes at a distance, but once they're over top of your ship, you're going to notice that you can actually shoot some planes down. Not quite Stalingrad or anything like that, but it definitely does have some AA potential. 100 millimeter 56 caliber MZ16 dual purpose secondaries. You get 8 of those, doing 59 damage per second. Those reach out to 5 kilometers. So you don't have a lot of standoff AA. You really are going to get people right on top of you before they actually start getting shot down. Maximum speed is 33.5 knots, which is solid. Turning circle of 840 meters. Again, not good, not bad. It does have sort of the same sort of reaction as your Stalingrad and your the Riga, where once you start a turn, like it's pretty shifty left and right, like if you're trying to juke. But if you're trying to finish a turn, it just gets stuck about halfway, and that will get you into trouble if you're not careful. So keep that in mind. We'll showcase that at the start of the match. Rudder shift time is 9 seconds, 8.9 seconds, so not terrible, but not great. Concealment, again, 14 kilometers is battleship-esque, so it's not particularly great, but we're not running concealment on this thing, so it's to be expected. Detectability by air is 8.8. Detectability guaranteed is 2, and detectability while firing in smoke is 11.4 kilometers. For armor, you have a 25 millimeter bow, which means that you are going to get absolutely belted, but no, it's 25 millimeters. Yeah, you're going to get overmatched. So anything 15 inches and above is going to overmatch your bow. So keep that in mind. However, speaking of belt, you actually do have quite the belt here. You have 230 millimeters below the water. 30 millimeters even further than that. We get rid of that. We've got 230 millimeters from, so both the underwater belt and the above water belt is 230 millimeters. Meaning if you angle, nothing's getting through that. And then the upper side of armor, is that, it's probably here, isn't it? Yeah. This is 27 millimeters, meaning you can angle effectively against 15-inch guns as well. So anything 15-inch guns and below, if you angle, they're not getting through the broadside of your ship. If you're angled, obviously. If you're flat broadside, you're going to get up. This thing does have the raised citadel that you'd expect. It's not as high up out of the water as most Russians, but it's still slightly raised, and it is a massive citadel. So any sort of plunging fire coming in through that side plating, if you're broadside, you're going to get punched. Let's just be honest. So keep that in mind. Okay? All right, so with that being said, let's look at the overview. Ironclad above average armor thickness. That does seem to have decent armor. Like I said, you just got to make sure you're angled well. Tough above average base hit points, which we already talked about. Sure shot, shells with a good ballistic trajectory. Also, we've already talked about it. It's got those Russian railguns, man. Good, fast shells with good penetration that do not take long to get to targets, even at distance. And they're likely to continue to even punch citadels at distance, like you would expect out of the Russian cruisers. So, I don't have any complaints about this thing so far. I really don't. Kronshtadt, a large gunship officially designated as a heavy cruiser, but more of a high-speed small battleship by technical characteristics. She carried 305mm high-range main guns. Drawbacks were weak AA defenses, which we already talked about. Year of design was 1939, but as far as we know, it was never built. So, let's take a look at her. I mean, it's a nice-looking ship, I'll be honest. For a Russian ship, this actually looks pretty good. And like I said, I don't hate it at all. My first game out, you guys are going to see it, and you're going to get my live reaction of it. I was expecting terrible. I got decent. Like, I don't have any complaints whatsoever. So, yeah. I mean, good-looking ship. I really do like the camo. I'm not going to lie. This camo is pretty fire. I do like this camo a lot. There's a lot of these premium camos that you get on these campaign ships that are kind of meh, but this one's pretty sexy if we're honest. That blue, white, and black, oh, that's solid. Hey, don't you do this to me. You get back to where I was showing you. And on that bombshell, let's get to the gameplay. All right, guys, first match in the Kronshtadt. How am I going to do? What up, Andrew? Appreciate you. Is there anybody else I'm missing? Damon? Appreciate you dropping in. Foof, I see you as well. I don't know what to put here. I see you. Vicky as well. I think that's Jathan. Appreciate you dropping in. Crispy Spicy Barbecue. Now I'm hungry. Thanks. Not gonna lie, you just made me legit hungry. Mies, I see you as well. I think that's everybody. All right, here we go. What we got? Carrier game. Hakuru. Oh my God, we got a legendary carrier game. Oh, this is gonna be absolutely awful. I mean, of all the things to go up against, it is a Hakuru, so I'm not as scared of that, but still. A legendary carrier game right out the gate into Kronshtadt. This'll be fun. The doom is upon us! You're not wrong. It's the Hakuru! At least we do have a fighter plane, so there's that. Ah, we've got HE loaded. Damn it. I'm going to go ahead and use the HE for the first shot, and then I'll switch. Oh no, carriers come in my direction. I say that. Hello? Can we look at the goddamn ship? God, I hope they fix that someday. Alright, switch it to AP. Oh, please God. Please turn as hard as you can fucking turn. I know you're a Soviet ship. You don't like to turn. But if you could... Oh my God, there's two of them. It's what you call less than ideal, if I'm honest. Okay, that's HE. That gives me a little bit of fucking hope. Okay, first shot, 4K on the broadside of a Yami, slightly angled. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it so far. I'm not hating it. Seems to be relatively accurate, and it actually doesn't seem to be the most unagile ship in the world. Oh, that guy just got slapped. I don't know who that was. I know it said we can't lob that, but nope. Definitely can't lob that. Russian ballistics, boys. Alright, let's turn back towards them. We actually might be able to citadel them here, if this thing has any good penetration. Okay. Alright. I see you, Kronshtadt. I mean, it's not beating the brakes off these guys, but it's definitely... We do have a radar as well, so... I can't. This guy's behind the island, so I guess... Damn it. Alright. Slow down. Okay, secondaries are firing. Nice. That's big. Torps. Hopefully he's able to dodge those. How you doing? You're fine. You're Musashi. You're fine. Okay. All right. Next obvious thing would be to figure out who is my next target. There's a Kronshtadt out there. Again, the ballistics are very flat, which is to be expected from a Russian cruiser. Can't really lob the islands. Do have a cruiser out here on the right that's lobbing. Okay, okay, we Citadel at 18 kilometers. I just used a goddamn heal. I'm an idiot. I was trying to put up my plane so that I could spot these guys and see what they were doing. Just wasted a fucking heal. Okay. I should have looked at the armor on this thing. I'm fairly confident this thing doesn't have shit for armor. The last thing I want to do is try to fucking go toe-to-toe with a damn Yami. We're radared. Interesting choice. Probably radaring our destroyer as well. I would like this Kronshtadt to come to me. Okay, our Musashi's not in a hurry to die, so that's good. We know this guy's in a division with that other Kronshtadt. We know their carrier's here. We know that their Yami is here. So we don't want to do anything crazy. We are not pushing around that corner. Exactly. See, Musashi knows too. We are not pushing around this corner. Make them come to us. There's no reason for us to go around that corner. We can maybe shoot through here, but it's iffy. So if he does come, we need to wait for him to come around the island to guarantee the hit. Okay, we might actually, I mean... Oh, Ruprecht got smacked there. I've got to try... I mean, there's no reason for me to rush this. There's absolutely no reason for me to rush this. Their destroyer is spotted. He's a long fucking ways away. I can't lob this. Hopefully somebody can hit that Shima for... Yeah, there we go. That's big. Okay. Got rid of... I mean, the AA seems pretty good. So kind of Stalingrad-esque in that regard. Don't know if I can lob it yet. I still can't lob it. As Bush may be putting himself in a position to get fucked here. We'll see what it does on the broadside of a Ruprecht. One battle cruiser to another. Oh, almost got him. Okay, he goes down. Okay, we didn't get spotted there. This guy actually is stopping. It's got very fast shells as well, so you don't have to lead as much as you think. There's a Citadel. Another one. Okay, I'm liking this thing. It may, like, don't get me wrong. This is a feeler type of round here. It's not like we're breaking the bank, but the shell velocity's nice. Ah, they got him with the carrier. Shell velocity is nice. It's got decent tankiness from what I've seen from the few shells that we've actually taken. We're gonna turn the corner, see what we can do with this carrier potentially. Oh shit. I don't think he can lob that, so we should be okay. I am worried about the Yami here. I forgot about the turret traverse. Owie. That's only 2 citadels?
Башня главного калибра выведена из строя.
Come on, Musashi, I need you to push, my dude. I can't believe I only got 2 citadels, though, there. Yeah, over angle. I mean, the secondaries seem to be pretty decent. Alright. First impressions of the Kronshtadt, it's not bad. It's not bad. I maybe didn't aim that last shot, that shot on the broadside of that guy. I knew I was getting popped, let's be honest. I knew I was going to get smacked. I'm pushing out between another Kronshtadt and a Yami. I was hoping to beat his turret traverse, but 128k in our first game? Like, hello? Like, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. We also ended up shooting down the 2 planes that came towards us, so can't complain there. Secondaries seemed to do pretty well as well. We had 44 targets hit on the secondaries. I've been hearing a lot of bad things about the Kronshtadt, but if it plays like that, I'm not going to hate it. Like, that wasn't bad. What up, T-Bull? How's it going? Appreciate you dropping in, my dude. How's the action? I mean, not bad. I mean, we've been doing count-ins, and so it's not as bad as usual, but we'll take it. But first game in the Kronshtadt. Hard to argue. 2100, 2200 base XP. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. All right. Well, on that bombshell, I think I am going to end it there. Sorry to run out on you, T-Bull, as soon as you get here. Stan, appreciate you dropping in. I see you as well. C, I see you. But I am going to go ahead and call it there. I got to get a shower. I'm all kinds of nasty. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know there was a lot of salt early on, but we had a couple sporadic salts here and there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed a nice little count-in stream. I didn't advertise it as count-ins because I didn't want all of the people that usually come after me to come after me. So I just wanted it to be between us, you know? Just a nice little under-the-table fucking count-in game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.